Hello world, it is Wednesday, December 9th, and once again, it's a typical, I think, December morning, kind of overcast. Looks like there's trying to be blue skies happening, and cool. A little warmer this morning than yesterday. I slept in, I didn't go running this morning, I was just tired. But it looks like it's going to be a decent December day. Today is The devotion is entitled A Wild and Interesting God, written by Donna Shaper. Donna always has interesting devotions. And Donna's devotion today is based on Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16. And she says, adapted. And it's very short. And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. And Donna writes, Mama said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this. Mama said. That song tells a lot of truth. The writer of Ezekiel got it. Sometimes you can't really find the center because the center is a wheel in the middle of the wheel, which is in the middle of a wheel. Core is lost. Corazon is lost. Centering is something someone said once at a spiritual retreat, which sounded like a really good idea. What if the universe and the holy understand and comprehend and predicted this chaos? What if, modesty, heresy coming, God intended chaos as opposed to harmony and order? What would happen to the people who always object to the meeting minutes following the meeting when they were taken? What would happen to those addicted to order and following doctor's orders as opposed to listening to shamanic wisdom about the body-soul connection? What would happen to certain diagnoses which turn out not to be as certain as they pretend? Something good would happen if we humans could get over ourselves in this Anthropocene order. We don't always have the right diagnosis, and that is not just a medical statement. We could love what we don't know as much as we love what we do know. We could anticipate days of disharmony and unfinishedness and unlikeliness with curiosity. Ezekiel's imagination birthed a wild and interesting God, one hidden within the wheel. I'm so glad that there is a wheel in the middle of the wheel and that I will never, never understand it. And Donna's prayer. Holy One, you are one heaven of a mystery. Keep on keeping on. Amen. Well, there's a lot of things that come to mind reading this devotion, and one is, I guess, a statement I've often made. When it comes to religion and faith, you know you're in trouble when you think you have it all figured out. I think that's an element of this devotion. Humans, generally speaking, tend to like order and understanding and like to have things all black and white and nice and neat. And the world is gray. Faith is gray. The scriptures are gray. There is no way to really read them literally, even though the people who are literalists claim that they are doing so, without knowing that they're actually interpreting them through their own 21st century experiences and language. And I think sometimes God may be wild and unpredictable. Again, I think conservative folk would like to think that you pray for a certain thing and God responds. And that may or may not really be true. Sometimes I think, God may respond to prayer, but not always with the result that we want or the result we're expecting. And sometimes the best thing we can do is just pray for understanding, pray for strength to get through, pray for vision to see what it is God is trying to tell us. And perhaps that's true even more so in this time of the pandemic. In all the chaos that's occurring because of it. What is the message that God is trying to get across to us? Not that God is causing the pandemic, but I believe that God may be trying to reach us through the pandemic. So think about that. Think about where we are as a church, as a congregation, as a faith, as faithful people, as followers of Christ. What is this making you think we might need to do differently? Maybe what is it that we might need to resurrect? I don't know. Maybe that's the purpose of chaos, to raise questions. Because Jesus certainly raised a lot of questions. Take care, and I will talk to you tomorrow.